Asalamu'alaikum all, welcome back to my channel. I pray that you are all in the best of health and iman. Welcome back to another vlog. We're going straight into it, guys. Today's vlog, I have so much stuff to share with you guys, but I actually just wanted to start off the vlog by sharing a very important reminder for myself as well as for you, which is how important it is for women to have some kind of income coming in. 2020 has taught me so many lessons, and that's another video that insha'Allah I will film and share with you guys. But one of the lessons that 2020 has taught me is the importance of us women doing something to bring in some kind of an income. In Islam, women don't have to work. We don't have to provide for ourselves. Ideally, our fathers, our uncles, our husbands should be the providers for us. But the reality of the situation is, for many people, that's just not the case. It may be that the father's passed away, uncles can't be bothered, husbands don't have the means. There are so many occasions, or husbands are sick, so on and so forth, fathers are sick, can't provide. There are so many situations where us being able to bring in something to support the family is really a blessing. And considering how challenging 2020 has been, I'm sure that many families out there have benefited from the woman bringing in something. I made a video, I think maybe 2 years ago or something like that, talking about how important it is for women to have an earning coming in, the freedom that it gives you, and so on and so forth. And this is not something that's strange in Islam. You know, the mothers of the believers, they were business women. They had something going on for themselves that was also bringing in an income. So it's not new, but all it is always keeping our religion in mind and ensuring that, you know, it's not affecting your ability to, for example, take care of your children, take care of your households, because that in and of itself is top priority. So I just wanted to encourage you women to do something that will bring in an income for you. It gives you a lot of freedom, a lot of options. It means you can be a blessing to so many other people. And speaking of being a blessing to many people, I also wanted to talk about subhanallah, you know, sometimes you can treat yourself. Being a blessing to yourself first. Self-care can come in so many different ways, and sometimes it's us spending on ourselves, treating ourselves once in a while, because you know what, sis, at the end of the day, what is yours is what you spend on you now. Tomorrow's not guaranteed, the next 5 minutes isn't guaranteed. All the stuff you're storing for other people is exactly that, it's for other people. And sometimes it's nice to be able to do something nice for yourself. But above all of that is giving charity. And I'm not here to promote any charity organization or anything like that, but I am here to say that us women, when we do earn a living, a halal living, let's try and increase the amount of charitable spendings that we do with the income that comes from the work that we do. I think it's very, very important, whether you're male or female, to increase in charitable deeds, to increase in your giving, but especially for us women, because sometimes we can fall prey of a lot of small deeds that we don't think hold that much like importance, but in the eyes of Allah could be very serious. You know, issues like backbiting, gossiping, talking bad about other people, so on and so forth. So we really should try our best to increase as much charitable deeds as we can. And the income that we bring in is one of those ways that we can do that. There is something amazing about spending out of the money that you yourself have worked hard to earn. And like I said, I'm not saying go out there and earn in ways that is haram. Make sure the income that's coming in is halal, otherwise Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is not going to accept it from you. But let's just increase in spending our money for the sake of Allah. If we are earning, I also want to remind you ladies to make sure that you are paying zakat, okay? Zakat is a pillar of Islam. It's just as important as salah, just as important as fasting. So please do not forget, for all of you working women out there, that you also need to pay zakat for the money that is coming in, okay? So I started off my day by getting laundry done. I had clothes that were washed and dry. I have a washer dryer, so it kind of saves me a lot in terms of like having things done quite efficiently. My main goal here was just to make sure that I separated the larger items from the smaller items and just put like items together. All of these clothes will be steamed later on at some point during the weekend, but during this day I just wanted to get the folding done, make sure it was semi-organized, and then deal with it later on. I hate putting clothes back into my wardrobe when it's all wrinkled. Like, it's not going in until the wrinkles are out. But in the meantime, of course, you know, I can't just leave it sitting in the machine because then it'll get sour again. So yeah, I'm just taking it out, folding everything relatively as well as I could, and then just waiting to put everything back. I'm just watching TV. Can't even remember what I was watching at this point, but I was watching something. So yeah, there I am, done with the first large set. Then I'm going to move on to my smaller sets of clothing, usually like PJs and stuff like that. Thank God for satin materials because they rarely get wrinkled. So if you get clothes in satin material, you'll be happy. So for those ones I didn't need to do anything, but yeah, all the other cotton ones, as you guys can see, super wrinkled. So I had to put it all aside and ensure that I make some time out to get those nicely steamed out. I was doing my best to be as quick as I could because although you guys see it's like bright daylight, the daylight hours go super fast and I had to get dressed and get ready for work. Okay guys, before I leave, I have a luxury unboxing to share with you guys in today's video. So this portion of the video is kindly in collaboration with Teddy Blake. Teddy Blake is a luxury handbag company, and guys, they make really nice handbags. So I'm very thankful to them that they have gifted me a handbag, and you guys know handbags are one of my obsessions as a woman, and I don't care who you are, we all need handbags as ladies, whether it's a tiny one or a large one, as you guys saw in my what's in my handbag video, which I will leave linked for you guys if you're interested. But yes, they have kindly sent me this bag to unbox and share with you and kind of give up my own honest opinions about the quality of the bag. Wow, I absolutely love this. Wow. Gosh, the quality really does show. Wow. Normally this handbag retails for $720 US, but they are currently in sale for under 500. And guys, for a true great quality handbag, I would definitely say it is worth it. This color, as you guys can see me wearing today, is actually a color that I wear a lot of. You guys wouldn't normally see me in this color on YouTube, but trust me, in real life, especially for like my work wear, I wear this color a lot. I even have hijabs in different shades of this particular color. So I know that this is a bag that I'm going to get a lot of wear out of. They have so many different colors. When I say so many different colors, they have white, they have maroon, they have like a deeper tan color, they have yellow, they have so many different colors in this particular Ava collection. Guys, I would highly recommend this handbag to you. I'm now going to try and wear it so you guys can see what it would look like on someone of my size, just so that you guys have a reference. I am a UK size 12 to 14 up top and a large 14/16 at the bottom, and I am 5'6" in terms of my height. Okay, so that will give you an idea of what this handbag will look like on someone of my body frame, which I think is about average height for a millennial woman. Anyways, thank you so much to Teddy Blake for collaborating with me for this portion of the video. The other thing about belief in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that will really help to develop the beauty within ourselves is sincerity. I cannot emphasize this enough. And especially once again for your generation, or for just all of us living now, for all of us that are alive now, we really need this advice of sincerity, because we live in a show and tell world. Social media impacts all of us. It impacts every single one of us. It impacts me, impacts you, all of us. It is now part of our lives. We can't pretend and shut our eyes and say, you know what, just don't follow anybody on social media. Like, don't follow anything on social media. Close all of your apps, okay? And social media is bad. That's not realistic anymore. Maybe at the beginning, when the whole social media thing was starting back in my days when we had Facebook and all of that, we could have said, yeah, ignore it. But now it's such an integral part of society that you cannot completely ignore it. You can filter your social media followings and who you follow and trying to ensure you're following beneficial stuff, but you cannot ignore it completely. And what that sometimes does is, because you are exposed to some of these things, the need to want to show off is a constant battle. Because, well, this person is doing X, Y, and Z, so maybe I need to do X, Y, and Z as well. I need to do this and I need to do that because they are doing it too. And so you might start off with a good intention, and then that good intention gets diminished. So sincerity is very, very important in our acts of worship. You must live your life for you. If you ever happen to be on social media for whatever reason, what you show is not, I'm living my life on social media, is this is my life anyways, and if you see it, then you see it. But I'm not living for social media. And I'm not doing the good deeds I'm doing just to show off to people, to be like, look how great I am doing all of these amazing things. Because that's where you find that you'll be doing a lot of actions that should be ibadah, should be worship. But on the day of judgment, there is a risk that you will find absolutely no reward. Because without sincerity, Allah will say, you did it so that you could be praised. And you will praise, you attained the praise that you needed. So there's nothing left for you here. So the importance of sincerity in our actions and in our good deeds, wanting to develop our relationship with Allah, and that's what matters the most to us. Because Allah deserves it. And here's another point where many a times people talk about, Muslims, we talk about wanting Jannah, which we do. But I think a greater level to doing good deeds because you want Jannah is doing good deeds because Allah deserves it from you. That's how I see it. I know and I trust Allah that if He accepts my deed, He's going to give me Jannah irregardless. It comes with it. There's no way that you're going to do all of these things and He's not going to give it to you, because He's already promised it in the Quran that He will give you a Jannah. An eternal, everlasting, eternal home. A home underneath which rivers flow. He's already made that promise, and Allah sticks to His promise. So we're not worshipping Him because we want something in return. And that is a dangerous thing that sometimes can lead people out of the path. So as you guys saw, this kitchen is a mess. So I'm going to try and get it clean. It's after dhuhr now. Asr is almost in. The thing is, with the like daylight hours being so short, it's literally like 2.5 hours between Dhuhr and Asr, and then 2.5 hours between Asr and Maghrib. So the plan is just to have this kitchen clean so I can go and pray Asr, and then after that I'm gonna go to the market to do some grocery shopping and come back and get some cooking done. So yeah, that's the goal. I'm hosting tomorrow because I'm having some guests, so I've already planned what I'm gonna cook, and I have some of my like hosting dishes and serving trays and all that kind of stuff out already. And I was actually just in my mind, something came up and I wanted to kind of share with you guys and for us to kind of have a conversation on something. So in my experience, I've come across elders, especially West African elders, feeling some sense of a right to be rude and sometimes quite obnoxious to younger people, and just not expecting the younger people to react whatsoever. And it's just something that's come, you know, I was thinking about this morning, and I was just like, it's so annoying. For someone like me, I'm such a like fair, you know, thinker, that for me it feels wrong. You know, it feels wrong that because of someone's age, they almost feel like they have a sense of right to talk to someone younger than them any kind of way they want, and they don't expect any reaction. I know that for our parents' generation, that's probably a lot of, you know, that's what happened, because elders were so respected and so elevated that you dare not say anything to an elder, even if they are insulting you. But it's just starting to get to a point where now certain people at a certain age group just kind of feel like it's almost their right, and they speak to younger people as though, you know, younger people don't have any feelings, or like their feelings don't really matter. And to be honest, that's really one of my pet peeves, because I feel like for an elder to be respected, they have got to also respect themselves, and part of respecting yourself is showing some level of mercy towards the younger ones. You know, nowadays that mentality of if I'm older I can abuse my younger ones and get away with it, it's dying off. It's dying off because the younger ones, we just feel a sense of injustice. You know, we feel a sense of injustice. I'm not really someone that will respond to an older person if they were to do something, you know, that I found to be quite rude. However, and I would usually kind of like let them have a pass, maybe like 1 or 2 times. But if it's something repeated, I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to say something. And I'll usually try and say something in a respectful way, but I will say something. And I think that's the part some people are not used to. They're like, what? She told me that what I did was wrong? Like, yeah, you cannot keep abusing your younger ones because they're younger than you. SubhanAllah. If anything, I feel like the older you get, the more, especially as Muslims, the more conscious we should become that we're coming closer and closer to our graves. Like, everyone's coming closer and closer to their graves, irregardless of their age. But especially when you've gotten a lot older, you should know that, you know what, Allah has blessed me with life. I've lived quite long now, and the goal should really be dying or leaving this world without having harmed anyone. And SubhanAllah, guys, it's a real trial. I think part of it also goes back to the whole thing of being more patient with the elderly, because, you know, they kind of reverse, don't they? So their mindset kind of goes back to kind of like being a child. So they don't always think things through properly, and it takes a lot of patience from us younger ones to kind of put up with it. But sometimes it's just too much. It's just too much. Having said that, I also think that us younger people can also do a lot in terms of showing our elders a lot more respect. 100% I agree with that, because I think some of us are just, we're so rude, it's out of order. Like, we speak to our elders the way we would speak to our own age group, and they just didn't grow up in that kind of generation. You know, they grew up in a generation where they were highly respected, and they still expect that till this day, and that of course should always be the case. But I think we need to find a nice balance. So that's my little rant for today because something happened and it just kind of triggered that thought in my head, like, you don't get to speak to me like that because you're older than me. It's not okay, you know, it's not okay. If you want me to respect you as a younger one, you've got to show me some level of respect as well, you know. To me, respect is mutual. So yeah, anyway, that's just one of my ranting that I wanted to get done. Now I'm ready to just clean my kitchen, go pray salah, and go do some shopping. Okay, thank you for being my unsolicited therapist there and listening to my rants. As I was editing this, I was like, okay, Nafisa, and breathe. Subhanallah, life will be life. We will always have challenges, guys. It is not a smooth journey. It is it's a bumpy road. May Allah make it easy for all of us. Anyways, so I'm doing a very light clean. I'm just getting the rough bits out of my gas cooker because I am going to be back and I'm going to cook again, and this entire space is going to get completely dirty all over again. So I'm not doing anything deep whatsoever. I'm just waiting to get back, cook, and then give it a deep clean. I also wanted to clear out my kitchen countertop space so that I have some working space to use for again when I get back to cook. I'm planning to make 2 types of soups to just offer as an option to my guests when they do arrive. So that's just what I'm doing, giving the space a nice gentle clean and then ensuring that I have whatever space I need to work with. Next, as you can see, there's a whole bunch of dishes to be done, and yeah, we're learning lessons the hard way. Even though I do not like the feel of gloves on my hands, I'm starting to wear them because, you know, we're not dealing with the whole dry hand syndrome that I usually get during the winter time. So I'm wearing gloves and I'm washing up my dishes, giving everything a nice clean, again just making my workload a little bit lighter for myself by the time I get back from shopping and I cook. So yeah, that's just what I'm doing, getting the dishes done. Anyways, on this note, guys, I hope you are kind of enjoying the way these vlogs are going. I'm trying to minimize as much as I can my use of any type of music whatsoever. So I thought just doing voiceovers over the, you know, areas where I'm just showing you something, I'm thinking that might work best. And then just, yeah, doing my best to limit as much of like the nasheeds that I use in my videos as well. I think that would be beneficial for me in terms of my journey and growth. If some of you guys don't know or haven't already recognized, I don't listen to music. I'm trying my best to avoid as much music as I can. I'm not 100% there. We're still working on it. We're currently on nasheeds at the moment. But yeah, I think this will be beneficial for me and beneficial for those of you who are on the same journey as well. So I hope you guys don't mind. I will still use, you know, some gentle sounds here and there, but nothing too deep. So there you go, guys. There is my beautifully semi-tidy kitchen, and now it is time to pray Asr. So I had to go make wudu and pray Asr, and then off I went shopping. I did not share a clip of me shopping, but I did go shopping and then I returned. And I'm back home now. On my way back, I popped into TK Maxx home very quickly. As you guys know, it's my favorite store, to pick up a few things, and I wanted to share a tip with you guys. If you guys like to do a lot of hosting, especially during Ramadan, sometimes I find that during Ramadan, because the Ramadan time obviously changes year by year, it can be a little bit tricky for you to find the, you know, types of hosting dishes and hosting ware that you need. So I recommend buying your dishes and hosting serveware, things like that, during Christmas time. So December is actually a really good time for purchasing items like that, because obviously for those of us in the West, the rest of the countries will be celebrating Christmas, so there's far more like nicer options when it comes to like hosting dishes that you could purchase. So having said that, I popped into TK Maxx and I picked up a few items. This was one of those, this, you know, flat serving tray. This was $4.99. This is nice for like a dessert for just 2 people or whatever. I have a larger version of this that I like to like serve like like a fruit salad on, or any type of dessert. So I really like that. Thought it looked really nice and elegant. And then I picked up this apron. I actually don't have an apron, believe it or not. I had one before and I don't know where it is. By the way, there's like a gold and white theme going on here, so you know. Yeah, I picked up this really nice apron. I love the pattern on it, so yeah, that was quite cute. How much was this? That was $5.99. And then I picked up this liner, this clear liner. I want to use this for inside of my fridge. Reason being because I don't want the bottom, you know, the flat surfaces inside my fridge to get scratched up. And I've been using foil to like lay on it and then put whatever I need to store in the fridge in there, but I think this is a nicer option. It's nice and clear and see-through as well, so I'm going to be using this to line inside of my fridge to protect it. Also, I picked up this what is this, a potato masher. Nice and cute. I think this will be really useful for me when I make guacamoles. Anyone who doesn't know what that is, it's basically like avocado. You mash it, you add some onions and lemon, tastes real good. So it's going to be useful for me when I do that, and also whenever I serve mashed potatoes, which is quite rare. I don't really eat mashed potatoes much. Oh, but guys, the favorite item that I picked up from TK Maxx Home was this large, beautiful tray. I mean, guys, it is gorgeous. What? When I saw this, I was like, yes, this is gonna be perfect. Like, and this is so large, like look at it in comparison to my head, it's huge. So this is gonna be perfect for serving like at least 6 to 8 people. You know, put a whole bunch of rice in there, or a whole bunch of whatever it is you want to serve, and just have it on the table like that. It's absolutely gorgeous. Even the back is just beautiful, and this was $14.99, and they had a whole bunch of these left as well in case you're looking to pick one up. So I absolutely love that. And you guys saw in my what's in my handbag video, my planner. Sadly that planner's coming to an end, so I picked up a new one. This one isn't as exciting on the inside, but it's quite cute on the outside. I think on the inside it's just regular paper, but on the outside it's got the pen, and it's got the nice like gold and magnetic casing on the outside, which I absolutely love. So yeah, I'm really glad I picked this up, and this was £4.99. Yeah. So right now what I want to do is repaint this vase right here. If you guys remember a couple of vlogs ago, I told you that I wanted to get a new flower situation for underneath the TV. Well, the one that I wanted to get from next to home turned out to be extremely tiny. So I ended up getting this vase from TK Maxx, and the pampas grass from Amazon, so I'll link it in the description box down below for anyone who wants it. But what I want to do is repaint this white so it kind of just blends in very well with everything else, because I feel like it being black at the moment just kind of emphasizes the TV, and the TV is not the focal point. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to transfer these pampas grass into this bag over here, because we all know pampas grass gets very messy very quickly. Obviously it's dried flowers, so yeah, do that now. So, I've actually stuffed the vase with scrunched up pieces of paper just to give it more height. So in case you buy these pampas grasses, they are quite short stemmed. So if your vase is deep, you're going to need some paper in there just to prop it up a bit. Okay, let's go repaint. So I took this outside and spray painted it. It took a good, let's say about 3 coats of white glossy spray paint to get this nice and white. But yeah, I had to leave it for a little while to dry up and then reapply. After that, I move on to cooking. I made 2 pots of soup. This right here is a type of peanut soup. Might sound weird to some of you guys, but it's usually had with a type of fufu, which is a type of swallow. And as well as that, I made okra soup as well. So after that, I decided to move myself over to the bathroom area and just prep that area as well, since I am having guests. So I refilled my hand soap. Then I changed up the bath mat. The other one needed a wash, so I put that through to the wash, and yeah, here's my new clean one. After that, I moved on to decorating the top part of the water basin. I felt that was an area that I wanted to make look pretty, as I do. So I got this tray, gave it a good wipe, and that's going to be my base for most items I'm going to put in there, and nothing too much. I just wanted to keep it a bit minimal but quite fresh. So I'm going in with these sets of towels. They're just for decorations, they stay there permanently, and then I wash them, I wrap them up again and put them right back there as decorations again. And then of course I have my reed diffuser, a plant from IKEA, and the bathroom spray as well. And yeah, nice and simple, but I think it adds a nice little touch to a boring water basin. And then afterwards I filled up my toilet rolls. You know, you never want your guests to be looking around for toilet rolls. And just like that, I was all prepped. My soup is all nice and done. It is cooling off. It might not look that appetizing, but trust me, it went down very well with my guests, and I enjoyed it too, I must admit. So yay to me. And then finally, before I go, I wanted to share with you guys what the vase ended up looking like, and I love it. It just blends in so well with the background now, and yeah, I think it looks stunning. Okay, so I'm going to try and end this vlog the way I started it, which was reminding you ladies who are working out there to ensure that you are giving your zakat, paying your zakat accordingly. And for those of you who don't have anything doing, but you find that, you know, you have some time, some spare time to yourself, find something that you can do that brings in an income for yourself. You can invest it in your children, in your family, spend it, give it to charity for the sake of Allah, and treat yourself every now and again. So yeah guys, I hope you have enjoyed the vlogs and all of the reminders that have come along the way of you guys just watching me live. And insha'Allah ta'ala, if you have enjoyed it, make sure you give the vlog a thumbs up, and I will see you guys in my next vlog. Assalamualaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh.